We're going to go nerdy numbers. Okay. Uh, Let me ask you guys, how long, okay, imagine an Olympic sized pool. If you were to turn on a little drizzle of water, how long would it take? I mean, and obviously you guys don't know the math because I didn't tell you the dimensions of the pool, but let's just imagine. How long do you feel like it would take to fill up an Olympic sized pool outside where the sun is shining, where water also evaporates, if you only turn on a little trickle of water? It's obviously going to take a long time. Let's just throw out like a random number.
I was going to say some crazy number for
Five
sure.
years.
Maybe I should have Googled this really quick.
39,240 hours.
Yeah, right. Like, it's gonna take a while.
There are 660,000 gallons in an Olympic-sized pool.
There's no way you just know that out the top of your
No,
head.
he Googled it. I can see his eyes.
I Googled it big time.
Okay. Obviously, it's going to take a long time. 2 drizzles, we can argue, will go twice as fast. 3 drizzles, 30% faster. 6 drizzles, you're going 50% more than that. Okay. And so if you think about this, this is the power of compounding. Okay. There is this in this career, and I've said this way too many times, and I know it's become a cliche, but in this career, this is not a get rich quick job. Now, don't let that get into your head too deep to let yourself believe that there isn't the ability to get rich quick. You can definitely make a lot of money up front. I remember, here's the thing is that each one of these policies that you guys sell every single day, every single week, one of the big reasons why we are so adamant about no matter what, find a way to get on the board every single week is because every single week you're turning on a little drizzle. Now, obviously, if you can do 10, now you got a little bit of a watering hose, okay? And it's filling up this Olympic-sized pool, okay? This Olympic-sized pool really is how big do you want your renewals to be by the time that you leave this company, right? And you could leave after 5 years, you could leave after 10, you maybe will never leave at all. You might die here, right? But what is that pool look like for you? And how many little drizzles are you turning on to make that happen? And are you turning on a drizzle every day? Are you turning on one every single week? Are you turning on every single month? That's kind of up to you and how hard you're willing to work. Now, I'm going to go into the old school numbers. Some of you guys have seen this, so it's going to be very repetitive. Some of you guys, this is going to be brand new. But I'm going to share my screen here again. I still have these from when I first came into the business because when I was interviewing, I was like, you need to send me this because I need to be able to chew on this and understand it before I can make a jump into this. Okay. Now, these are way, especially for today, way low ball numbers.
Yeah.
Just throwing it out there. Let's imagine you come here and your entire first year, you're at 35% commission, 35 and 2. Just so you know, most people get to 40% by the 3rd month with us. Most people are at 45 by the end of their first year. Most people are at 50 by the end of their 3rd year. Okay, so again, low ball numbers has nothing to do with Globe Life stock bonuses, any other bonuses that you get. If you come in and you protect about 5 families a week, your first year, let's say you're only at 35% commission, you're going to make about 61 grand. Now, back in 2014, before inflation, before Series 6, while we were still on paper applications, I sold about 4.8 families a week over a 48-week period, so a little bit under this, and I make closer to 92 grand. Okay, again, bonuses aren't factored in, commissioning up faster aren't carried in. This is just like some weird projections that they gave you, but it does a good job of explaining this. Now, each one of these families, right, each one of this $216,000 in premium that you sold is a stream that in year 2 will continue to pay you $2,600. Now you're at a higher commission rate, 40%. So you make 70 grand for doing the same exact amount of work. Let's say you don't get better. Let's say you don't help build a team. Let's say that all you do is you just go out, hit a green out, 5 families protected, and then you just bounce. So you're like, okay, I'm good, right? Then at that point, you're gonna make 73,000 total but $2,000 of that is money you don't have to work for. Again, low ball numbers. Okay. By 4 years, you've turned on so many of these little trickles, right? Because you've protected 5 families a week. So every single day, every single business day, you're just turning on a little trickle into this Olympic sized pool. You make more money for doing more work up front. So you're making 106,000, but 10,000 of that, so 10% of it is money you don't have to work for. Right? By your 5th year, you can walk away from this business and still keep all those little trickles coming at you, regardless of whether you work another day or sell another policy in this business. Right? By 7 years, you got all these little trickles, right? You got 7 years where every single day you've turned on one tap every single week. And some of these are going to turn off, right? That's factored in. If you look at this first year renewals, it shows 2,600, then 22, then 2, 18, 16, right? So we are accounting for evaporation because remember, this limit pool is outside, right? People are going to cancel, people are going to die, but it will still stack up over time. After 7 years, you're making a school teacher starting salary and you can walk away. By 10 years, you're making more in renewals than you did your entire, I'm not sure what happened there. You're making more renewals than you did your entire first year in commissions for a total of $250,000. And then we can keep going after that. And if you really want to go crazy, we can look into, well, what if you protect 10 families a week, right? 2 every business day, right? Turning on 2 of these things every single time. And it just grows that much faster, right? So this is one of the big reasons why it's so hard to leave this job. In fact, there's a statistic out there that agents that make it to the 5-year mark, all of a sudden, like, never quit. Because it just keeps getting better and better. And they might have a slow year where they actually do worse than this, but their renewals still go up. And it's just kind of like, why would I leave? Because it just keeps getting better and better, even if I have a down year or a down month, right? So again, I know it's really nerdy. We're going into the numbers here, but you just got to, when you're out there working, right? Today's Monday, and you guys have a really awesome opportunity. And that opportunity is this. How many of those taps can you turn on? It can get better, but for bare bones minimum, if you're just turning on one of those every single business day, in 10 years, you're gonna be at a point where you're making more money than you did your entire first year here, passively. And if that doesn't inspire you to go out and just turn on a couple taps today, I don't know what will. That's the fun part. Questions or comments, and then we'll go out to work.
Stick and stay, make it pay, baby.
Yeah. The days are a drag, but the years fly by.